The first award goes to Outgoing Gwinnett Chief Sheriff Butch Ayers. I'm sorry, Gwinnett Chief of Police, Outgoing Chief of Police Butch Ayers. Presented by Tawanda Williams, GCBA past president.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
We can.
Great. Is Chief Ayers there?
I'm here.
There he is. Hi, Chief Ayers. So I am pleased to present the first of 2 Law Enforcement Officer of the Year awards to Chief Ayers today. And I am thrilled because I've had Chief Ayers as my personal client the entire 15 years that I've been here. So Chief Ayers began his career as a police officer. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay. Chief Ayers began his career as a police officer with the Gwinnett County Police Department in October of 1984. He has earned promotions at regular intervals and has worked in almost all areas of the department. Prior to being appointed Chief of Police in October of 2014, Chief Ayers' previous assignments included Division Commander of the Criminal Investigations, Uniform, Administrative Services, and the Support Operations Divisions, including the Professional Standards Unit, the SWAT Team, and Central Precinct. In February of 2016, as the Chief Executive of one of the largest law enforcement organizations in the United States, Chief Ayers was one of 44 law enforcement executives to be selected to attend the 39th session of the Federal Bureau of Investigation's National Executive Institute. Chief Ayers is also a 2009 graduate of the 237th session of the FBI National Academy and a 2002 graduate of the Georgia Law Enforcement Command College. Chief Ayers is also a graduate of Leadership Gwinnett. He holds a Master's of Public Administration degree, a bachelor's degree in political science from the University of Georgia, and had logged more than 4,000 hours of specialized training during his illustrious career. The Georgia Peace Officers Standard and Training Council awarded Chief Ayers several certifications, including Executive, Senior Instructor, General Instructor, Management, Supervision, Advanced Intermediate. Chief Ayers resides with his family in Decatur, and I am so excited to present the Law Enforcement Officer of the Year Award to Chief Butch Ayers for many years of illustrious service. He retired in November of last year, and we miss him, but we are so honored to award this award today. Congratulations, Chief Ayers.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor to receive such an award. I spent 35 years with the Gwinnett County Police Department, recently retired. My new position now is the Executive Director for the Georgia Chiefs Association. And I'm glad I'll still be, working with law enforcement professionals and members of the bar in the future as well. I certainly appreciate it, and thank you very much.
Is for Outgoing Gwinnett County Sheriff Butch Conway, and that will be presented by Donald Lee.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. By Judge Davis.
Oh, that will be presented by Judge Davis.
That's quite an introduction. All right, is Butch anywhere on there, or somebody on Butch's behalf? Well, we'll just say as if he wasn't. Who knows where he might be? It's my honor. I knew I First met our recipient approximately 43 years ago. He was my sergeant. He was soon after I joined his unit, promoted to lieutenant. I've always thought that was a direct result of my joining his unit at the Gwinnett County Police Department. From there, he served in the police department for 11 years. He left, he became a small businessman here in Lawrenceville, and people tend to forget. For 7 years, he's a Gwinnett County magistrate, working the overnight shift down on the courthouse square. After he left the magistrate court, he became police chief for the city of Lawrenceville, and he turned that agency around. From there, Gwinnett took a turn for the better in 1996 because he was elected sheriff. He brought integrity, compassion, vision, and change. We went from having an institution that was rife with problems to having a safe institution. We went from having a revolving door where people would go out the door and be back within 24 hours. We had mentally ill patients released because their time was done, struck and killed on 3/16. Public safety is not just about putting people in jail, it's taking care of them when they go out. He started things like the GRIP program to help the mentally ill, to help those who were homeless, find them a place in our community, give them a chance to thrive. He also created innovative programs like the jail dog program and found over 300 animals that would have been put to sleep, euthanized. But he paired them up with an inmate, and he gave them both a chance for a different life. It's my honor to accept this award and present it to my good friend and colleague, Butch Conway, Sheriff of Gwinnett County. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Davis. Our next award is the Liberty Bell Award. That is given to a non-lawyer for excellent contributions to the county. Our honoree this year is Diane Dierks, and it will be presented by President-elect Danielle Mays.
Award is given each year to a non-lawyer that works closely with the Gwinnett courts and bar to create a positive impact on our Gwinnett neighbors and community. This year's Liberty Bell Award winner is Diane Dierks. If you practice family law in Gwinnett, you know the name Diane Dierks. Since 2002, Diane has been the executive and clinical director of the Center for Navigating Family Change, which is a 501c3 that provides parent education, co-parenting counseling, and consulting services on a sliding scale basis to Gwinnett parents and children. Diane also coordinates and presents the basic and advanced divorce parenting seminars in Gwinnett. And yes, there is a basic and advanced parenting seminar for those that don't practice family law, and Diane knows what we're talking about. Diane also writes grants to help the courts and families get these highly specialized services at a reasonable cost. Diane is a licensed marriage and family therapist and has had her own private practice since 2007 in the heart of Lawrenceville on South Perry Street. In addition to being a licensed marriage and family therapist, she's a registered mediator and certified family life educator. She's a published author, presenter, educator, and teacher, and highly regarded among her peers in the family law attorneys in the Gwinnett legal community. I would suggest that if you practice family law, you check out her website because she's got a lot of articles of various family law issues that are really great. Diane's dedicated her career to helping Gwinnett families navigate difficult co-parenting situations. And Gwinnett is better and stronger because of her grassroots work. Her role is vital to the proper functioning of the Gwinnett Family Law Court, and that is why this year's Liberty Bell Award goes to Diane Dierks.
Thank you. This is so nice, Danielle. Thank you. Appreciate it. Therapists don't usually get awards because if we do, it's confidential. So I know all you attorneys like to get lots of awards. So I don't feel like I could accept this without saying that I have an awesome team that works with me at the Center for Navigating Family Change. Obviously, I'm the front person, but you know, I won't be here forever. And when I retire, I plan to turn it over to some really good people. So my motivation in doing what I do right now was to train people. There just wasn't enough crazy therapists out there to do the work that we're doing. And so I found a few that actually wanted to do it, and now they're trained. And I invite you to look on our website, check out our staff. I want you to know their faces and I want you to know their names so that you see who is coming up after me that will continue this legacy on. I also want to thank my husband, Eric, because when you all drive me crazy, he has to hear it when I get home. So he's my sounding board, and my daughter, Laura, who's my assistant, who without her, I couldn't do all the details. So thank you so much. This is an honor and a pleasure. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Dierks. Our next award is the Pro Bono Volunteer of the Year. Our honoree this year is Attorney Tracy Drake, and it will be presented by Rachel Lazarus.
They're both on Zoom.
So we give out the Pro Bono of the Year award each year to a member of the local bar who has taken on above and beyond the normal requirements of pro bono duty. And this year it's been especially weird, no question, because of all of the things that have been going on. But we've had some volunteers step up and continue taking cases and helping out our indigent clients. And one of those who's really stood above and beyond is Attorney Tracy Drake. And I'm going to ask our director of the Gwinnett Family Violence Project, Anne Marie Lugo, to go ahead and present the award.
Thank you. So Tracy Drake and I started as attorneys around the same time. It was quite some time ago, if you remember. We were both quite young. Although we are very different in some ways, I do not have the fashion sense that Tracy has. We both are called to help domestic violence survivors. And in my opinion, Tracy, that makes you much more beautiful on the inside than you are on the outside. We thank you, Tracy, for your willingness to help these survivors, including the weekend assignments that you graciously accept from time to time when we get last-minute applications. We appreciate also your willingness to advise our clients about related cases, such as related criminal cases that we cannot advise them on because our funding prohibits that. Tracy is always willing to lend a hand. She will meet our clients in the evenings, on the weekends. I think she called them from her vacations from time to time, and we so appreciate that. All of this is why we chose to honor you with our Pro Bono Volunteer of the Year Award. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rachel and Anne Marie. I just love and appreciate everything that y'all do for the victims of domestic violence here in our county. I think it's an honor and a privilege that y'all asked me to help you, and I just so appreciate this award. I was in shock, and I feel very humbled and honored. Thank you so much.